about 5 things you should know about bunnies. Number 1, a bunny's main source of food should be hay and pellets. Not fruits, not vegetables, just hay and pellets. Specifically Timothy hay, and specifically pellets made mostly from Timothy hay. A big misconception is that rabbits eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but honestly they can't, because fruits and vegetables have a lot of sugars and fiber, and that can really hurt a rabbit's stomach, causing them to get blockage or GI stasis, which is actually a huge cause of death in rabbits. And it usually shows up where the owner has a bunny, they fed it a bunch of treats, a bunch of fruit, not knowing, and then they realize their bunny is kind of sitting still, not eating that much for a few days, and one day they wake up and their rabbit is just dead. And they might not know why, or just weren't informed about something like that happening. But it's really important to keep your rabbit on a mostly pellet and hay diet. They need hay constantly to keep their teeth trim, because their teeth are always growing, and they obviously need pellets for the nutrients. But overall, if you're going to feed your rabbit fruits or vegetables, you need to give them a really small amount. Anything more than like a small handful of vegetables is too much. And if you're gonna feed them a piece of fruit, give them like a slice of an apple, or a small piece of a clementine, or a tiny slice of a banana. But they really shouldn't be eating too much of that, because bunnies can't throw up either. So if they get a stomach ache, they just stop moving, they stop eating, and they eventually just die. Or you have to take them to the vet, get them on medicine, and get things moving again through their system. Number 2, bunnies are very hormonal and territorial. They have a scent gland on the bottom of their chin, and you'll see if you have a bunny that they go and wipe everything on their chin, because they want to claim territory on it and put their scent on it. Also, if you have a bed and you let your bunny in your bed, they will most likely pee in your bed, because your bed smells like you and they want to claim you. So bunnies are very hormonal. A lot of people like to get them fixed later, like around 6 months old, even later. Some people say it can prevent them from getting cancer, but I'm not too positive about that. But sometimes getting them fixed does help hormonally. I know when you're breeding a male and a female, you cannot put the male into the female's cage, because the female is so territorial that she will try to kill the male when he's in the cage with her. So you actually have to put the female in the male's cage if you want to have a successful breeding. But yeah, overall bunnies are very hormonal. They'll pee on certain things and act certain ways out of hormones, and I know that if you get them fixed, it can help, but not completely. Number 3, bunnies are prey animals, so they do not like to be held. They don't feel safe when they're being held and when they're not in control. A lot of people, when they're thinking about getting a bunny, they want to get one for their kid, because they want their kid to have a cuddly little animal to hold, and sadly that's not usually how it goes. They will let you hold them, but they'll squirm a lot and try to get out of your hands, and then they might go hide from you the next time you want to hold them, because they're scared you're going to grab them again. So bunnies will love to come up to you and get their heads pet and lay next to you on their terms, but if you're holding them, they don't have control anymore, because they can't do anything about the situation. So they'll start freaking out and trying to get out and squirming, and then they just won't want to come up to you anymore, because they're scared that you'll grab them. So I'll show you right now, me trying to pick up my bunny. She'll let me hold her, but see, she wants to be put down immediately, and she'll hop away and flick her feet out of sass and being annoyed with me because I did that to her, and she probably won't come back over here for a little while. So you definitely, if you're thinking about getting a bunny, you want to accept the fact that you shouldn't really be picking them up that often unless you really have to take them somewhere or something like that, and you should really sit back and let them come to you, because then you guys will have a better bond. Or your bunny's going to prefer drinking out of a bowl of water versus one of those bottles that you hang on the side of the cage with the little metal straw and it has a little ball in the end. The reason is because bunnies drink a lot of water. I've been told that they drink the same amount of water that a grown dog drinks in a day, and I honestly believe it because I fill each of my bunnies' bowls about 3 times a day, so they really do drink a lot of water. And when you have a water bottle, a lot of times people will fill that and just leave it there for a few days, which can also cause the bottle to collect some mold or just bacteria that you don't want to be in there. When you give them a bowl of water, you're always constantly pouring it out and cleaning it out and giving them fresh water every day. So they're less likely to be drinking anything that could harm them. And they really just, it's harder when there's a little ball in the straw to get the water out, and they like to easily be able to drink a lot of water at one time. So if you give them a bowl of water, they'll know exactly how to drink out of it, and will prefer that over a bottle. And number 5, bunnies are crepuscular. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly. Crepuscular. I don't know. It really means that they're not nocturnal and they don't sleep at night. So, and they don't sleep for a long period at a time like humans do and a lot of other animals do. I believe dogs do the same thing. Bunnies sleep for random hours at a time. They take like naps, and they're mostly awake during the twilight times. So around sunrise and sunset, they're most active. So a lot of people don't think about that, and they'll get a bunny and put it in their room, and even in a cage, and while they're still trying to sleep, their bunny's going crazy in the cage, making a ton of noise, and just wants to play at that time. And so it's too much to keep them in their room because they'll keep you up at night. So it's just a good thing to know that when you go to bed at night, your bunny is not going to bed at the same time. They'll probably be up a lot of the night, and they like to take naps a lot during the day.